It has an expansive display.
We're excited to kick things off with this morning's announcements. Today we're going to make some of our biggest announcements ever at WWDC.
Introducing the 15-inch MacBook Air. It's the world's best 15-inch laptop.
It starts with a design that's astonishingly thin and light. It's only 11.5 millimeters thin, making it the world's thinnest 15-inch laptop at just over 3 pounds. It features MagSafe charging, 2 Thunderbolt ports, and a headphone jack for versatile connectivity. And it comes in 4 gorgeous finishes, including Midnight and Starlight. Brilliant liquid retina display with an expansive 15.3-inch screen that's surrounded by thin 5mm borders. It has a great 1080p camera for video calls, along with a 3-mic array with 6 speakers, including force-canceling woofers, immersive spatial audio. All of this is enabled by the M2 chip, and it gets an astonishing 18 hours of battery life. And its fanless design runs completely silent. That's the new 15-inch MacBook Air. It has an expansive display, the incredible performance of M2, a 6-speaker sound system, and tremendous battery life.
And it starts at just $12.99 and $11.99 for education. You can order it today, and it'll be available next week. We're also excited that the 13-inch MacBook Air now starts at $10.99, $100 less than before. And the 13-inch Air with M1 remains in the lineup at $9.99. So that's MacBook Air. Introduced last year, Mac Studio is an entirely new product designed specifically for pros. Today we're excited to give Mac Studio its first big update.
First, Mac Studio is getting the immensely capable M2 Max. Developers can build new versions of apps at warp speed with up to 25% faster performance than M1 Max. Up to 50% faster than M1 Max, 4 times faster than the most powerful Intel-based iMac. Introducing M2 Ultra. Connecting 2 M2 Max die together with our groundbreaking Ultra Fusion architecture, it doubles the performance of M2 Max. The 24-core CPU in M2 Ultra delivers 20% faster performance than M1 Ultra. Its 76-core GPU is 30% faster than M1 Ultra. The 32-core Neural Engine is 40% faster. M2 Ultra can support an enormous 192 gigabytes of unified memory. And today, we're bringing M2 Ultra to Mac Studio. For connectivity, Mac Studio now has higher bandwidth HDMI, enabling up to 8K resolution and 240 Hz frame rates. So that's the new Mac Studio. Introducing Mac Pro with Apple Silicon. Every Mac Pro comes with the outrageous performance of M2 Ultra. It features 6 open expansion slots that support Gen 4, which is 2 times faster than before. So users can customize Mac Pro with essential cards, including audio and video I/O, networking, and storage. Finally, it's available in both tower and rack mount enclosures. So that's the new Mac Pro.
Mac Studio with M2 Max still starts at $19.99. Mac Pro starts at $69.99. You can order both products today, and they'll be available next week.
Our next release, iOS 17, delivers more expressive communication, simplified sharing, more intelligent input, and all new experiences for your iPhone. Let's begin with some major updates to 3 apps: Phone, FaceTime, and Messages. We're giving you a brand new way to express yourself with personalized contact posters. Contact posters feature beautiful treatments for both photos and memoji, paired with eye-catching typography. And in Chinese and Japanese, the new layout with vertical text looks incredible. It's also part of your contact card, so you'll have a consistent look across the places where you communicate and share. Customizing your poster works a lot like personalizing your lock screen. The possibilities are endless. And for developers, this all works with CallKit. So posters will appear for calls placed via third-party VoIP apps too. Live voicemail. When someone calls you and leaves a message, you'll see a live transcription in real time as they speak. You'll see the voicemail right on your screen, so you can decide whether to step out and take the call. There's another type of call getting a big update. FaceTime. Now, when you call someone on FaceTime and they aren't available, you'll be able to leave a message. You can record a message so that they can enjoy it later.
Messages is the way we stay connected with the people who matter most. To start, let's quickly cover some key improvements that make using messages even faster and more convenient. Search is more powerful and precise with the addition of search filters. So now you can start a search and then add additional terms to narrow the results to find exactly what you're looking for. The new catch-up arrow in the top right of your conversation lets you jump to the first message you haven't seen. We've also made replying inline faster than ever. Just swipe to reply on any bubble. When you get an audio message but you aren't able to listen right away, they're now transcribed so you can read them in the moment and listen later. Location sharing now lets you keep track of your friend's location directly in the conversation. Check-in. You can start check-in with a family member or friend to let them know when you get home safely. As soon as you arrive, check-in automatically detects that you're home and lets your friend know. And if you don't respond, it can automatically share useful information such as your current location and the route you took. And they'll also be able to see your battery level and cell service status so they know if you might be able to take their call. We also have an updated design for how you get to all your iMessage apps. With just a tap of this new plus button, you'll see all the things you send the most, like your photos, audio messages, and location. And when you swipe up, you'll see all your iMessage apps there too. Last year, we introduced the ability to lift a subject from the background of your photos, and now those subjects can be turned into stickers. When I tap on the Live Photos tab, I see all of the live photos that will make great animated stickers. Peel and stick, like this.
AirDrop. We're expanding how you can use AirDrop to share in all new ways. Name drop. With Name Drop, you can just bring your phones close together. You'll see the same contact poster we talked about for phone calls, and you can easily choose the phone numbers and email addresses you want to share along with it. And share them just like that. You can use Name Drop with an iPhone and an Apple Watch too. When you want to share the stunning photos you took on your latest adventure, again, just bring your phones close together. You can now leave AirDrop range and your content will continue to send securely in full quality over the internet. You can also bring your devices together to instantly kick off a shared activity using SharePlay. Standby. Just by turning iPhone on its side while charging, you get a new full-screen experience with glanceable information designed to be viewed at a distance. Swipe up to choose from a range of beautiful clock styles. Swipe to the side, and you can look back on your favorite moments in photos. With a quick swipe on each widget stack, you can see the current weather, home controls, or your favorite third-party widgets. At night, when you're charging iPhone, Standby adapts to low light, and that's iOS 17. iPadOS powers iPad. Now, we've made widgets interactive, and I can take action directly in the widget without even opening an app. So I can not only see my reminders, I can also tap one to mark it as complete right here. And as I do, the widget gracefully animates it away. Our users love personalizing the iPhone lock screen. So we're bringing that experience to iPad. Just tap and hold to get started. And when you select a live photo, we use an advanced machine learning model to synthesize additional frames to create a gorgeous, smooth, slow motion effect whenever you wake iPad. Here on the left, there's also a space to add widgets, live activities. So now, right from the lock screen, you can keep track of a food order with Uber Eats, travel plans with Flighty, the score with Major League Soccer, or a timer. And we're happy to report that now you can even keep track of multiple timers. The health app's been designed to take advantage of the larger screen on iPad, so you can see rich details at a glance. You can see your health information from your iPad, iPhone, Apple Watch, as well as compatible third-party apps and devices, all in one place.
iPad is the best device for PDFs. They are built right into iPadOS, so you can open them anywhere. Thanks to machine learning models, iPadOS can identify and field them PDFs, so you can use autofill to quickly fill them out with information like names, addresses, and emails of your contacts. And if you need to sign it, you can add a saved signature or make a new one with Apple Pencil. PDFs sit right inside your notes. You have all the note-taking capabilities of the app,
and the PDF is expanded to a full-width view. You can keep multiple PDFs in the same note. When you're working together, you see each other's updates in real time. So, as you scribble something down, the changes you make appear right away on your collaborator's iPad.
Introducing macOS Sonoma. Sometimes you want to see information at a glance while you're using your Mac. Now you can, by simply bringing your widgets right into view here on the desktop. To make sure widgets aren't distracting while you're working with apps, we also came up with a way to make them glanceable. If I open up Mail, my widgets instantly fade into the background so I can focus on the task at hand. But I also have some amazing widgets on my iPhone. And through the magic of continuity, I can now access them all right here on my Mac. My iPhone just needs to be nearby or on the same Wi-Fi network. Metal provides a new game porting toolkit to make it even easier for developers to port their games from other platforms. These new tools enable developers to quickly evaluate just how well their game could run on Mac. A process that used to take months can now be done in days. We have great new ways to help you present remotely. A new video effect called Presenter Overlay elevates your presence by including you on top of the content you're sharing. With Small Overlay, your face appears in a movable bubble, so it's easy to be seen while showcasing your work. With Large Overlay, you remain prominent while your shared screen is framed beautifully next to you. We separate you from the background and layer your screen in between. We also have a new Reactions video effect. When you want to let others know how you feel, you can add a reaction that seamlessly blends your video with balloons, confetti, hearts, and more. And you can trigger these effects with a gesture. 2 thumbs up brings on a celebratory display of fireworks. You can use these new video effects with any app, like FaceTime, Zoom, Teams, WebEx, and more. Let's talk about Safari.
Private browsing now locks your private browsing windows when you're not using them. Completely blocks known trackers from loading on pages, and removes tracking from URLs as you browse in private browsing. We're now adding the ability to securely share passwords and passkeys with the people you're closest with. Everyone in a group can add and edit passwords to keep them up to date. Profiles. Profiles help you separate your cookies, history, extensions, tab groups, and favorites. So you can sign into the same site with your work account and personal account and quickly switch between them. We're giving you a faster way to access your favorite sites with web apps on Mac. Web apps are integrated right into my experience on Mac, so I can Command Tab to access my Pinterest web app. You can get notifications too, so Instacart can let me know my order's been delivered.
What's new for AirPods?
Adaptive audio dynamically blends transparency and active noise cancellation to match the conditions of your surroundings.
We are also adding an incredible new way to engage with others around you while wearing AirPods Pro. Just start speaking, and conversation awareness will automatically lower your music, focus on the voices in front of you, and reduce background noise.
Hey, Corey. Hey, how you doing? Good. Are you going to be at the C141278 meeting later?
Adaptive audio helps when you're on a call in loud environments as well by proactively reducing the noise around you.
Now, it is significantly faster to transition from a conference call on Mac to your favorite playlist on iPhone, all without missing a beat.
We're thrilled to bring SharePlay to the car. Now, when the driver's iPhone is connected to CarPlay, any passenger's iPhone will automatically suggest joining their session.
WatchOS is the world's most advanced wearable operating system, and it's redefined how people all over the world think of what a watch can do. We're excited to take this further with WatchOS 10, with a new way to view information quickly from any watch face and comprehensive app redesigns across WatchOS. We're introducing a way for you to enjoy a beautiful watch face, like portraits, while still giving you quick access to information you care about. Now from any watch face, you can simply turn the digital crown to reveal widgets in a smart stack. I can start off my day with a glance at the forecast and headlines, and the smart stack uses machine learning to show you relevant information right when you need it. And you can long press to add a widget to the smart stack, like sleep data, and there's even a widget that can hold your favorite complications, like timers. We've also redesigned apps across WatchOS 10, starting with World Clock, which now features dynamic background colors that reflect the time of day. And I can easily see when it might be a good time to call a friend in a different time zone. Let's also check out the Activity app. The app redesign includes corner icons that I can tap to get to my weekly summary, sharing, or awards. And we've even redesigned the trophy case so you can see awards in progress and challenges you've completed. We're also introducing 2 new watch faces. Palette is a beautiful new face where time is depicted in a wide variety of gorgeous colors using 3 distinct overlapping layers.
Apple Watch has a lot of great cycling features already. In watchOS 10, Apple Watch can now connect to Bluetooth-enabled bike sensors, so you can add cadence and power to your standard metrics and even try out a new cycling power workout view. Apple Watch will estimate your functional threshold power, known as FTP, which is the highest level of cycling intensity that you could theoretically maintain for an hour. In watchOS 10, cycling workouts from your Apple Watch now automatically show up as a live activity on your iPhone. And we're updating Compass and Maps for your outdoor adventures. Compass will automatically generate 2 new waypoints for you. A new cellular connection waypoint will indicate the last place you had reception with your carrier. In the case of an emergency, another new waypoint will indicate where on your route you can make an emergency call using any available carrier's network. A new elevation view. Using altimeter data, you can see a 3-dimensional view of your saved waypoints.
We believe mental health is as important as your physical health. So you'll now be able to log your momentary emotion and your daily mood in a discreet and convenient way from the Mindfulness app in watchOS 10. Even if you don't have an Apple Watch, you can use the Health app on iPhone and iPad to log your state of mind. You can see insights like what's been contributing most to your state of mind and how your lifestyle might be playing a role, such as exercise, mindful minutes, and sleep.
I believe that augmented reality is a profound technology. So today, I'm excited to announce an entirely new AR platform with a revolutionary new product. Vision Pro is a new kind of computer that augments reality by seamlessly blending the real world with the digital world.
The entire interface looks and feels truly present in your room. They have dimension, respond dynamically to light, and even cast shadows to help you understand scale and distance. It's easy to make apps any scale, even larger than life. And you can place apps exactly where you want them, anywhere in your space. It feels natural, like moving real objects. And launching new apps doesn't take space from existing ones. They can grow beyond the dimensions of your physical room with environments. Environments extend and transform your space, enabling otherwise impossible experiences. Every graphical element has a sense of vitality. Simply tap your fingers together to select, and gently flick to scroll. The combination of hands and eyes together truly feels like magic. With Vision Pro, you can look at a search field and just start dictating. And with Siri, you can quickly open or close apps, play media, and more.
And of course, Vision Pro is always in sync with your iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Browsing the web is fantastic. Web pages are large, making it amazing to watch videos or read articles. As you scroll down the page, small text is crisp and easy to read at any angle. You could arrange multiple apps around you in space however you want. Layer them on top of each other, or place them above, below, or to the sides of other apps. Like here, where you simply turn your head to change focus from Safari to work on your freeform port. You can receive a 3D object in Messages, pull it out, and look at it from every angle, just as if it was there in front of you. Vision Pro also works seamlessly with familiar Bluetooth accessories, like Magic Trackpad and Magic Keyboard, which are great when you're writing a long email or working on a spreadsheet in Numbers. And you can even bring your Mac wirelessly into Apple Vision Pro, just by looking at it. Place your Mac screen wherever you want and expand it, giving you an enormous, private, and portable 4K display. Apple Vision Pro has an amazing FaceTime experience. FaceTime now becomes spatial, taking advantage of the room around you. And within FaceTime, you can share apps with others and use them together with SharePlay. In Vision Pro, every panorama you've ever taken on your iPhone now expands and wraps around you life-size. Vision Pro is Apple's first 3D camera.
To give your eyes what they need, we had to invent a display system with a huge number of pixels, but in a small form factor. A display where the pixels would disappear, creating a smooth, continuous image. It starts with a micro OLED Apple Silicon backplane that fits 64 pixels in the space of a single iPhone pixel. They're just 7.5 microns wide. Combined, Vision Pro has 23 million pixels across 2 panels that are each just the size of a postage stamp. We designed a custom 3-element lens with incredible sharpness and clarity. The system also provides high-resolution video to the display, enables precise head and hand tracking, performs real-time 3D mapping, and more. A high-performance eye tracking system uses high-speed cameras and a ring of LEDs. At the foundation of this system is Apple Silicon in a unique dual-chip design. It starts with the Apple M2 chip. Running in parallel is a brand new chip called R1. It processes input from 12 cameras, 5 sensors, and 6 microphones. R1 ensures that experiences feel like they're taking place right in front of your eyes. Vision Pro goes beyond conveying just your eyes and creates an authentic representation of you. After a quick enrollment process using the front sensors on Vision Pro, the system uses an advanced encoder-decoder neural network to create your digital persona. It delivers a natural representation which dynamically matches your facial and hand movements. Vision OS is the first operating system designed from the ground up for spatial computing.
The same frameworks available in iPadOS and iOS are also included in Vision OS. This means hundreds of thousands of iPad and iPhone apps will be available on Vision Pro at launch. We've been working with Unity to bring those apps to Vision Pro, so popular Unity-based games and apps can gain full access to Vision OS features.
Optic ID. This new system uses the uniqueness of your iris, which is distinct even with identical twins, to instantly unlock Vision Pro. In Apple Vision Pro, where you look stays private. Eye input is isolated to a separate background process, so apps and websites can't see where you are looking. So that's Apple Vision Pro. Apple Vision Pro starts at $34.99. It will be available early next year on Apple.com and at Apple retail stores in the U.S.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years. Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. And Apple has been, well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career. Apple's been very fortunate. It's been able to introduce a few of these into the world. In 1984, we introduced the Macintosh. It didn't just change Apple, it changed the whole computer industry. In 2001, we introduced the first iPod. And it didn't just change the way we all listen to music. It changed the entire music industry. Well, today, we're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch control. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device. So, 3 things. A widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And here it is. No. Actually, here it is, but we're going to leave it there for now. So, before we get into it, let me talk about a category of things. The most advanced phones are called smartphones, so they say. And they typically combine a phone plus some email capability, plus they say it's the internet, sort of the baby internet, into one device, and they all have these plastic little keyboards on them. And the problem is that they're not so smart, and they're not so easy to use. So if you kind of make a Business School 101 graph of the smart axis and the easy to use axis, phones, regular cell phones are kind of right there. They're not so smart, and they're not so easy to use. But smartphones are definitely a little smarter, but they actually are harder to use. They're really complicated. Just for the basic stuff, people have a hard time figuring out how to use them. Well, we don't want to do either one of these things. What we want to do is make a leapfrog product that is way smarter than any mobile device has ever been and super easy to use. This is what iPhone is. Okay? So, we're going to reinvent the phone. Now, we're going to start with a revolutionary user interface. It is the result of years of research and development. And, of course, it's an interplay of hardware and software. Now, why do we need a revolutionary user interface? I mean, here's 4 smartphones, right? Motorola Q, the BlackBerry, Palm Treo, Nokia E62, the usual suspects. And what's wrong with their user interfaces? Well, the problem with them is really sort of in the bottom 40 there. It's this stuff right here. They all have these keyboards that are there whether you need them or not to be there. And they all have these control buttons that are fixed in plastic and are the same for every application. Well, every application wants a slightly different user interface, a slightly optimized set of buttons just for it. And what happens if you think of a great idea 6 months from now? You can't run around and add a button to these things. They're already shipped. So what do? It doesn't work because the buttons and the controls can't change. They can't change for each application, and they can't change down the road if you think of another great idea you want to add to this product. Well, how do you solve this? It turns